one more oil spill makes absolutely no difference. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, actor Jason Alexander, comedian Wayne Cotter, bike trainer Kevin Rooney, and science fun with Carol Gold. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous band. And now, a man who applied sunblock to Mount Rushmore, David Letterman.
You are not going to believe what happened to me last night. See, I go home. By the way, my name is Dave. This is my show. We've been on the air for like 9 years. Hi. So I go home last night. It's about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and I'm watching television. And all of a sudden, I become aware of a group of people in my living room there. And it's not like one person. It's like a half a dozen people. And immediately, I'll give you an indication of the powers of perception I have. Immediately, I can sense that they're tourists, you see. And so I jump up from whatever the hell I was doing. I'm watching the TV, and one of them says to me, "Excuse me, is this the Liberace Museum?" Hey, so anyway, how desperate is Donald Trump, you're asking yourself? New York's most flashy billionaire. How desperate is this man? Well, listen to this. Here's the rumor I heard today. He's dating Sonny von Bulow. That's what...
Talk about desperate.
I'm sorry. They were moaning and applauding, the audience.
Moaning and applauding.
It's a dream date. They were moaning and applauding.
Dream date.
I wouldn't know. So anyway, now we've mentioned this before, and again, I don't think this is really a joking matter, like that last one was. yeah, that last one was fine. There's no problem with that being a joke, but this one may be a little touchy. The doctor in Michigan who now has invented the suicide machine, and you know the court has restrained him from, I guess, selling off the suicide machine, so he's spending his time inventing other machines, and now the newest one. Did you see the press release on this, Paul?
I didn't see this.
Unbelievable. He's invented a suicide machine. It's a combination suicide machine fax machine. so that the suicide note gets there immediately. Wrong. I know. It's ugly, isn't it? But what part of life isn't ugly? I don't know. Well, hey, look at this program tonight. We have Kevin Rooney is on the show. Fight trainer Kevin Rooney is here. Wayne Cotter. Man, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff on the big show tonight. Now, say hello to our friend over there. Is Paul, right over there in the shirt. Say hello to Paul. Hello, boys.
Thank you very much. Did you, thank you. I noticed something interesting when you introduced me.
Yeah.
They were moaning and applauding.
They were moaning and applauding.
At the same time, yeah.
So how was your weekend? I know you went to Vancouver,
That's right. I traveled all the way out
to Vancouver, BC. Bad news, as you know.
What
Bruno
happened?
Giussi's show.
Bruno Giussi, who
yeah,
he was a Canadian.
Had a show running for 59 years on the CBC.
That's right.
Got canceled.
He played. This guy is like a legend in Canadian television, right?
Yes, he is, and he played a show called The Beachcombers. That's right?
Yeah, I believe it is.
You've seen it up there.
No, I've never seen the show. In fact, I've never even
Bruno.
seen him, but I know of him.
Yeah. Show got canceled after 29,000 years on there.
But it was a big hit. It was like their longest.
Oh, let's do this thing.
Longest.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, how you doing?
Hope you don't mind me dropping by like this.
Oh, that's great.
I was just in the building taping some promos, and I thought I'd come and say hello.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I am just fabulous, and, you know, it's so exciting to have you drop by. And the show's just getting started, but I got to say, you look fantastic.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Paul. You look good, too. And I'd like
much.
to see both of you at the big benefit on Saturday. Come on out. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, great. We'll be there.
All right, well, I got to go.
All right,
Thanks,
nice.
Dave.
Nice to see
Nice
you.
seeing
Bye-bye.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Paul, who the hell was that?
I thought you knew him.
Oh, I have no idea. You're playing the music.
I was giving him the standard network walk-on deal, you know, music patter.
The strangest damn thing.
He did look fabulous, though, didn't he? Whoever he was.
That's not Jerry Seinfeld, is it?
No, I don't think so.
We've seen him.
I don't think so.
It's odd. You sensed that there would be a walk-on because I noticed you started playing the music long before the guy was in here.
I have a sixth sense about that.
Hey, look at this. We live in New York City. We're on the 14th floor of this beautiful office building. So, Paul, you helped me out with this story. Paul decided he wanted a new couch. Is that how this went?
Well, actually, I didn't actually decide anything, but
somebody surprised you with a new couch.
One of our unit managers from NBC surprised me with
a new couch.
Couch for my outer office where Chris, my trusty assistant, sits.
So today was going to be the couch. Look at that. They were going to bring it up to your office. It was going to be a surprise.
That's the actual couch that arrived. I wasn't here, but Chris was here.
Okay, now look. See this next picture here of the couch? Here, a security guy is pointing at the couch. All right. Now, see somebody else is pointing at the couch. It's Joe Fury. Now, what do you think they're pointing at?
Well, I heard about this and was shocked by it.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this. There was a family of rats living in this couch. And right down here, we have baby rats.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
I understand there was 12 baby ones, and the mother came scurrying out after they removed.
Right. Yeah, but the story has a happy ending. We tossed them into the walk. they were lip smacking. How desperate is Donald Trump? You know, ladies and gentlemen, World Cup soccer is continuing in Italy, and it's the most popular sport in the world. A lot of Americans don't know much about the sport. So here now, to keep you up to date on the big tournament, is our own stagehand Almar with his World Cup soccer update. Al?
Thanks, Dave. The tournament was marred by violence this weekend when British soccer hooligans battled a rival Dutch gang. A Dutch street gang. Ooh, I'm scared.
Okay, let's do our top 10 list and then go home. Here we go. From the home office in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Top 10 ways New York is getting ready for the visit of Nelson Mandela.
Ah, yes.
Top 10 ways New York now is getting ready for that visit. Comes tomorrow, I believe. Arrives in New York City. Going to be here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah, here we go. Number 10, New York Harbor is being given a brand new coat of oil. Number 9, paying Donald Trump $50 to pick up Mandela at airport. Number 8. Number 8, giant pine tree-shaped air freshener hung from Triborough Bridge. Number 7, NBC employees ripping up scripts of Baywatch to use in ticker tape parade. Number 6, finally threw a little sawdust on that big puddle of vomit in Times Square. it just gets better and better tonight, doesn't it? Got a little of everything. Number 5, hot dog vendors required to wear shirts for duration of visit. Number 4, set up 3-card money table at airport to take him for every cent he's worth the minute he steps off the plane. Number 3 is a personal tribute, Howie Mandel adding letter A to his name for the day. Number 2, Steinbrenner giving Mandela honorary right to fire Yankee manager Stump Merrill. And the number 1 way New York is getting ready for Nelson Mandela's visit, arranging meeting with Leona Helmsley to tell her what 28 years of prison will be like. Did you see Dick Tracy this weekend?
I did not see it
No,
yet.
I didn't see it, but I did what I always do. I went into the video store Saturday, walked right in, and a little girl said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd like a copy of Dick Tracy."
Right.
We all enjoyed a really nice laugh.
Not in the stores yet.
I'll tell you what, let's do a commercial, then we'll officially begin tonight's program. Come on back if you can. Thanks, folks.
Double your refreshment. Double.
Cards about the rat and the couch story to our late night set of trading cards.
Where are those available exactly?
At any market, any corner drugstore or market.
Actual newborn rats delivered in a couch meant for me.
That's right, yeah. And here...
That couch was meant for me!
All right, Paul. Settle down. Everyone's okay now. It's all safe.
We're a little
We'll get you a vermin-free couch.
Well, thank you.
We thought we could sneak that one by you, but
People
no.
don't believe this is true, but it's actually true.
Oh, no, it's true. Look, we got pictures of guys pointing to it. Here, what more proof do you want? Look, there's a guy in uniform pointing, and then there's a guy in civilian clothes pointing. I rest my case, Your Honor.
It must be true. No, it is true.
Yeah.
People don't believe that real show business could be like this.
Okay, fine.
See what I mean?
Huh? Do what? Our first guest is a, by the way, let me know when you're ready to go see Dick Tracy. I'll go with you.
You want to go over and see it?
Yeah. Let's wait till the lines blow down a little bit.
I hear the colors are marvelous.
Yeah. Our first guest is a Tony Award-winning actor currently in the hit film Pretty Woman. Have you seen this one?
Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
I'm meaning to see it. I've been meaning to see it.
I've seen this one.
You saw Pretty Woman?
I enjoyed the offering.
I hear it's very, very sweet.
Nice. Yeah. And co-starring also in the brand new NBC hit comedy Seinfeld. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jason Alexander. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, I saw you standing in the hallway, but then it wasn't until I introduced you that I recognized you. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right.
I didn't mean to snub you out
Happens
there.
all the time.
Yeah. Congratulations on all of the success. Now, this Pretty Woman, you filmed that when? How long ago?
That was last August and September.
Yeah, did you enjoy that experience?
Very much, very much. It was the film with no script. We had a great time.
Now, what does that mean exactly? You can't budget that kind of money without having a script,
It was certainly not at Disney, you can't. No, it was a very dark script that Gary Marshall came onto and said, we don't get it. This doesn't work. So we threw it out, and we'd come on the set every day, and he'd go, well, say something about Richard's shoes. That'll be good. Start off with
And
Richard's
that was
shoes.
it. So it was all done improvisationally there as you shot it.
It was, indeed.
Yeah.
And we all said, this'll never go.
Yeah.
This will be straight to cable and airlines.
And it turned out to be a huge hit, right?
Huge hit.
It's doing big dough.
Yeah.
And Julia Roberts, is she nice? She's been on the show, I think. She's very nice.
Very nice girl.
Yeah. And you play the part of what in this film?
I guess I'm the villain of the show. I'm Richard's lawyer. I'm kind of the slimy, you know, all business, and let's take Julia out in the back kind of.
And was this your first major film experience?
That was successful?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did one back in 1980. I really didn't want to talk about this one. This is a film called The Burning, which is kind of a summer camp sharp implement, and somebody's run amok.
Oh, yeah.
And did that film.
Did you play the sleazy lawyer in that as well?
Sleazy camp kid.
Oh,
yeah,
sleazy camp kid.
Had to go with that. And in fact, I met a roommate of mine. My first roommate in New York was Holly Hunter. That was her film debut. We made our.
Man, your first roommate was Holly Hunter?
Yes, indeed.
You and Holly Hunter were roommates?
Strictly platonic.
Was that right?
Yes, it is.
So you guys became, I guess, more than, well, good friends at least. You say
we
platonic,
were wonderful friends.
Yeah. And then
she became a star, and I haven't heard from her.
Well, you're doing. Where did you guys live?
We lived on 74th in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Sixth floor walk-up.
And how did you meet, and how did you decide to share a room? And why did she agree to it?
Yeah. We met on the film, and I fell madly in love with her, and I wined her and dined her through the whole film.
Yeah, but seriously.
Yeah, well, I did. I fell madly in love with her. And I don't know, we both, she had left college, and the film caused me to be a college dropout, so we both stuck in New York, and she said, you want to go live in a, thing? And I said, Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Thinking this will be great, and it was great anyway.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good story, don't you think?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
that's,
And now you're in the Jerry Seinfeld show.
Yeah.
He's very funny, and I understand the
Very
show is
nice.
terrific.
Have you seen it?
No. I saw, one night he brought a clip on here, and I saw it, and I thought the clip was very, very funny.
It is a funny show.
Yeah.
It's yeah. It's doing okay.
Yeah, no, I understand it's just been renewed and picked up.
We're
and
going
everything?
again next year.
Yeah. And what do you play on this one?
The classic slimy best friend. No, I'm not slimy at all. Jerry's best friend, who's Jerry. If you know Jerry, he's a very manic kind of. He's a very laid back guy.
Yeah,
I'm his manic, over the top kind of best pal.
And do you guys get along in real life?
Very much so.
Yeah. That's a dumb question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'd like to strike
we
that
don't
from
get
the
along
record.
at all. It's,
Yeah, it's nonstop
He
fist
hates
fights.
me, I hate him.
And do we have a clip of this one as well?
Yeah, this is a clip of the show that's airing this Thursday. And it's,
Now, the show is a little longer than the clips we're seeing, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
I didn't know if they'd changed the concept of
Indeed
prime
it is.
time.
By God.
It's been so long since I've seen anything. Boy, you watch The Simpsons? They're pretty funny.
Haven't seen The Simpsons.
Here we go. It's called Seinfeld.
Just Seinfeld.
Just Seinfeld. Let's take a look here at Jason Alexander in action.
I'll open with the tuna sandwich.
Tuna?
Oh, the dolphin thing.
We're dying in the net.
The whole concept of lunch is based on tuna.
Jerry, can't you incorporate one unselfish act in your daily routine?
Hey, when I'm driving, I let people in ahead of me all the time. I'm always waving everybody in. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. All right. I'll have the chicken salad.
And I'm gonna have an English muffin with margarine on the side and a cup of coffee.
Okay, what about you?
I'll have the tuna.
Boom! You come in, you get the big laugh of the scene, and then you're out of there.
Take the money and walk.
That's for you.
I'm totally overexposed. In this show.
And that was, who was the woman there?
That's Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Saturday Night Live and Day by Day fame.
So does he just whine through the whole show like
Absolutely does. He's a young Jewish man, and that's his lot.
Well, good.
So,
I hope the show continues to do really well for you and everybody involved with it.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Jason,
meet you,
and have a
Mr.
good summer. Thanks for being here. So Jason Alexander, we'll be right back, I believe. And I see him out there, and it didn't dawn on me who he is. And then yet, when I introduce him, then I recognize him.
Same thing
Isn't
happened to
that
me.
odd?
Exactly the same. I
Yeah.
had a cool conversation with him.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize him. And then when he came out here, of course, I knew immediately who he was.
Go figure that kind of stuff, huh? Our next guest's books include science works. She is a writer and editor for the Ontario Science Centre in Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program Carol Gold. Carol, come on back here. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you.
Dan, nice to see you too.
Thank you for joining us this evening.
Nice to be here.
Now, the Toronto Science Centre, is that what it is?
Ontario
Science Centre.
In Toronto.
In Toronto, sure. And you have, it's for kids to come and look at science
And
in action.
adults.
And adults, yeah.
Everybody to come and get a chance to get their hands on stuff, play with it.
That's very important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing is much more real than just watching.
Oh, absolutely. And do you find that kids who are not too interested in science become more interested after their visits?
They get turned on to science.
There you go.
And
Good
so
for
do
you.
their parents, and so do the people who even come without kids.
Do you ever electrocute a kid by accident? Get a hold of a wire that's,
Not even close.
Good for you.
Not
Good
even
for
close.
Safety first.
Safety first in science as in everything else.
Okay, now, Carol, let's divulge some Canadian scientific secrets here tonight. Let's go.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Let's go.
Let's divulge those secrets. Yeah.
All right.
The first secret.
He's in shock about the rats, you know.
I don't blame
You
him.
blame
I
me?
would
The
be
coach
too.
was meant for me.
No, you're fine, Paul. Take a sedative. Get a hold of yourself.
I did that already.
The first secret we have brought for you tonight is this high-tech piece of equipment, which is basically a cardboard box.
It looks like, I'm going to guess here, you've constructed a diaphragm to demonstrate something to do with sound.
No, you're wrong. Guess again.
Well, I ain't Canadian.
What this is an air cannon.
It's a what? An air?
An air cannon.
Okay,
and I'm
an air
going to
cannon.
shoot you with it.
Okay.
You should stand. I want you to stand back a little bit on the other side of that wheel. And I'm going
All
to
right,
point
lady,
this
go
at
ahead.
you.
Take your best shot.
Okay, I will do that. What this is a vortex generator.
Hey, wow. Wow. Man, that's unbelievable. You feel this thing. It's like having dinner with Wendell because you feel this. Do it again. again. That's
Do it again.
fun.
Let's see if I can get you in the face this time.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now, see, that would be pretty good. Now, why does that work? How do you get it to go
What
right through?
happens is as the air pushes through the hole, the air bends into a kind of a smoke ring shape and travels in a quite stable shape through the air. It's a vortex, which is the same.
Vortices are very powerful forces in nature, aren't
yes,
they?
a tornado is a vortex
Whoop, watch it.
on end.
Yeah, that's cute. You know, that'd make a nice toy. Have you ever thought about making a toy like that?
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, okay.
If you want it, you can have it to play with.
Oh, thank you very much. Like I'm
Okay.
that simple-minded.
Well, this is very complicated science here.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing we're going to do is do a bit of
I bet
moving.
when the kids see that, they just giggle with delight, don't they?
Just like you did.
Yeah.
What I want you to do now is when we get you up, actually, wait a minute, get off. We'll do it without that first. Hold this
All
wheel.
right. I've seen this done. This demonstrates centrifugal force. What do you call them? A gyroscopic.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what if I get my tie caught in there? I'm going to be choked to death.
That's true. We'll try not to do that.
Here we go.
When I spin this wheel, a moving object wants to keep moving in the plane it's moving in. Tilt it. See how much effort it takes. It takes more effort than it looks like it would because you're putting energy into moving. Okay,
Yeah.
you can stop
See,
me.
but what you don't realize is, of course, I have the strength of 10 men.
Well, this wheel is built only for one, so
I
that's
know.
the best we could do.
Okay.
Get up on the platform.
All right.
This is a rotating platform. There you go. No, you have to turn this way. Hold still. Take the wheel.
Right?
Hold it out. Now, before, the energy you put into turning the wheel, you absorbed and through your muscles and gave off as heat, but it isn't going to happen.
Oh, really?
this time.
No kidding. Energy.
Energy changes from one form to
Yeah.
another. You never lose it.
Okay.
Now, this time we're going to change it into movement because you're on a rotating platform. Now tilt it. Tilt it the other way.
Hey,
All right, now while you're still...
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, well, take a deep breath because I'm going to get you back up there.
Oh, back up here? Sure. Okay.
Now, this time, you're going to pretend you're a figure
This would
skating.
be like really cheap dance lessons, this thing, wouldn't it? All right, get on the disc. Here we go.
This time, you're going to pretend that you're a figure skater. You know how they do those neat twirls?
I have plenty of experience pretending that.
Pretend you're standing there on the ice in your skates. You're going to do one of those neat twirls.
Yeah, okay.
Where you stick your arms out and pull them in.
Right.
What you're demonstrating when you do that is the conservation of angular momentum.
Sure.
Sounds really good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to spin you, and once you're spinning, bring your arms in.
Okay.
Bring them in. Now stick them out.
Well, oh,
huh?
yeah, that's an unpleasant experience.
It is. You don't expect it
No,
to
you
feel
don't
that
expect.
fast.
No. Do what? Oh, go
Next
to the
one.
next one. Yeah, because I'm just dizzy as a. Now I'm just gone.
Well, now, we will try something completely different then.
Okay.
You see, remember in all the old war movies when
I'm gone. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
in the old war movies where they sink a submarine by setting off a depth charge
yeah.
nearby? Well, we're going to do the same sort of thing.
The concussion
That's
under
right.
the water.
It doesn't have to touch the submarine.
Right.
Now, if you pretend that's a submarine, it's very strong as long as it's symmetrical. So what I'm going to ask you to do is step up on the cinder block and carefully with one foot step onto that with the ball of your foot. Make sure you're balanced. There you go. Oops, not balanced. We'll try it with the other can.
I'm sorry. They ain't building submarines like they used to, are they, Paul? A guy could put his foot right through one of these boys.
All right. This is the last can, so you got to do it right.
Sailor, watch your shoes.
Now, what you want to do is get evenly on it.
Okay.
And balance your weight evenly. And then we're going to put...
Oh, now, what
There
am
we
I
go.
doing? What am I doing? I don't know.
Coming on it unevenly.
All right, we got to move on.
We
I'm
gotta move
sorry,
on.
kids, we got to keep moving. Huh? All right, yeah, let's get right to the vacuum cleaner here.
Okay.
Okay. How are we doing on time? We all right? We're almost done. All right, here we
All
go.
right, we're going to show you what happens
I'm
when
sorry
you
I
move...
screwed that up. I don't know.
That's all right. We'll do it again sometime.
All right.
What we're going to show you is what happens when you move air. Its pressure lowers.
All right.
And this is one of the neat things you can do with low pressure air. We may have to get down a bit.
Okay.
All right. One of the small one. I'll hold that. You hold that. Cradle it in your hands
regular
like
egg.
that. A regular egg. Cradle it in your hands like that.
Which? The hose?
The egg.
Oh, the egg.
Like that. With a space between them. And I'm going to shoot the air up in the space. And when you feel the egg floating, take your hands away.
Okay. Carol, thank you very much. Carol Gold from the Ontario Science Center. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much. We'll be right back. It's the man. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We tossed him in the walk and had a lovely stir-fry luncheon. Let's see. Wayne Cotter will be out here in a matter of moments. A very funny young man.
And the CC Riders?
No. Cotter. You're thinking of Wayne Cochran.
Oh, that's right.
This is different man,
Wayne Cotter,
different gig. That's right.
Yes.
Wayne Cotter.
Cotter.
Yeah.
He's a
and also fight trainer Kevin Rooney.
Kevin
he was,
Rooney,
I believe, one of Mike Tyson's earliest trainers. Helped
Really?
him win the championship of the world years and years ago. Now, no longer with him. Is that right, Morty? Had some kind of a falling out. So he'll be here to comment about the big fight over the weekend. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
It was silly. It was silly. The fight lasted, Tyson and the other guy, I don't know his name, the other guy, lasted like 40 seconds or something.
Quick one, eh?
No, broke all records for duration.
Well, there's no fight there. What, 40 seconds?
It was silly. It really was silly. I mean, literally, here's a guy who trained for like 4, 6, 8 weeks, and he got his lights turned out in 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
I could have lasted 40 seconds. I haven't trained at all. Yeah, no, I could have. Oh, stop it. You know, tomorrow on the show, Kyle MacLachlan will be here.
He's marvelous.
Yes, he's from that, what show is he from,
Who is
Paul?
he?
Yeah,
Is he
you know, that show
Twin
you watch.
Peaks?
Yeah!
Aha!
Twin Peaks and musical group Everything But the Girl. That'll be tomorrow night on the big show. Do we have time for this? Yeah. You know, Sunday rather, was Father's Day, and as a result, we went out and did some shopping in gift shops and card shops all over the tri-state area, and we came up with these lovely little items that some are suitable for gifts for Dad, others are just general gifts that you would find in a card and gift shop, and we've put together this little comedy piece for you here tonight. Paul, do you have a...
Yes, I do. Daddy's home.
All right.
Daddy's home.
Okay, that's plenty.
I'm not 1,000 miles away.
Here we have the...
Well, you asked.
This, of course, as you can see, it's a mug, and it says, Captain Dad, loved by his crew. Well, this should make James Hazelwood feel a little better. Number 2, here we have Undeniable Cologne Spray from Billy D. Williams.
Oh.
Yep, malt liquor.
Oh.
That's odd. I tossed something on this chair and broke a window. Father's Day, this is a Dynamite Dad. You put that on a desk. It's a big seller with the Islamic Jihad.
Oh, boy. Dynamite Dad.
Dynamite Dad.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Father's Day, this is a card. It says, from the both of us, Dad. That's right. This is both from your dog and your hat. Got a specialty card from your dog and your hat. Here we have New York Yankees team logo baseball. We found this in a card and gift shop. This is actually one of the few baseballs to leave Yankee Stadium this season, ladies and gentlemen, right here. I don't know. And here. How are we doing on time?
These are Father's Day gifts, sir.
Here we go. This is the musical porcelain drunkard drifter. Here. Musical porcelain, drunkard, drifter. He's wanted in Texas in connection with the murder of 3 farm workers. Man, and I unwrapped it.
Oh, yes.
I sat here like a stoop thinking maybe I'll help this along by unwrapping
Take your
it.
time on it. Wow.
There you go. You toss something onto the couch, it doesn't break anything. Here we have Blockhead Bubble Bath. This gets you Dan Quayle fresh, Dan Quayle clean. We might as well do one more. What the hell? Hey, look at this Pete Rose collector plate right here, Paul.
Pete Rose collector plate.
This will go great with my Don Zimmer gravy boat. I think so. Okay, we'll take a minute here for the audience to cool down. And we'll be right back with Wayne Cotter. Next guest is performing at Caroline's here in New York City this week, and next week he will be at the Improv in Cleveland, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program a very funny man, Wayne Cotter.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my gosh, I ate the food on the plane coming in. I should know not to do this, but they come through for hours there. Steak, chicken, or fish. Steak, chicken, or fish. Steak. It takes forever because the people are such morons. What? What were the choices? What? Steak, chicken, or fish? I can hear it back here. Oh, is the fish fresh? Yeah, we got a net hanging off the back of the plane. Would you like to dine out on the pier this evening? And they always give you this bye-bye when you bye-bye. But that fool anybody. People get off the plane, I think the stewardess really liked me. Bye-bye. They're not even looking at you. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Sure, people hated traveling 100 years ago. Oh, no, I'm getting on a ship. What if I'm in a shipwreck? Even then, I'm sure there was some idiot. Oh, statistically, it's safer than a horse. Now they're talking about going to Mars. They want to build a space station on the moon. There'll be a rocket from the moon to Mars, 7 years each way. Now you want to fly to Mars. You have to fly to the moon, change flights. You miss your connection. You're eating sandwiches 14 years waiting for the stupid rocket to come back around. But science marches on, right? It's all science. Some of the research, they use psychologists to put a wire in the pleasure center of a pigeon's brain. And the research shows he prefers the wire to food. Like most of us would turn down an orgasm for an alfalfa pellet. People treat animals so weird. My dad brought home a live lobster. I was a little kid. You ever do that? Oh, it was horrible. He threw the live thing in a pot of boiling water. It makes a noise. Eee! I was just a kid. He's screaming! He's screaming! My dad, oh, he's not screaming. That's just air escaping from his body. Oh, thanks, Mr. Wizard. Like when we scream, it's not air escaping from our body. See somebody strangling Dad. Ah! Don't worry, that's just air coming out of his body there. What's wrong with a little air? My dad, the worst thing he had, that home movie camera. That 8mm thing with a 10-megawatt floodlights on the front. Every birthday party, he'd plug this thing in, the whole neighborhood would dim like an electrocution was going on. You look at the movies, we're having a great time. Ah! Paper hats bursting into flame. Ice cream cake melting all over the table. The kids look like gangsters going to a trial. Ah! Opening my present there, I can't even see what I got. What is it? Ah, man, science. I was in a hospital. That's just an awful encounter with technology. I was in a car accident. I hit the back of a street sweeping truck, 50 miles an hour. It's my fault, I'll admit it. What am I going to say? He cut me off. This thing goes 2 miles an hour. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, he shot out from nowhere, Your Honor. I had almost no medical insurance. I was just covered for boo-boos. They would just pay for someone to kiss it and make it better. Took me to this horrible hospital. I'm in intensive care, wires on my chest. There's a machine there. They said, no one's around right now. Monitor this. They pointed at me. That's your pulse rate. It's 140. It should be 70. Try to slow it down. Well, fine. I'll get to work on that right away. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. And they brought me lunch with coffee. Thank you. I'm shooting for 180 this afternoon. Yes, and the machine broke. They didn't warn me. It happens all the time. I'm watching 126, 104, 0. Hello? Somebody, I'm dead in here. Nurse comes in. It's all right. Wires always get loose on these. Hooks me back up, 212. That's the best thing for a heart patient. Just kickstart them back to health. My hotel room, there's a gizmo. I got this remote control unit on the TV. It says, this will not work on your TV at home. It doesn't say, don't steal this. That would be wrong. Don't steal it because it won't work. If it was your thing and it would work on ours, we'd take it. So I took it anyway. I left him a note, said, that's okay. I got my TV from a hotel, too. Thanks very much.
Our next guest has made his mark in boxing as Mike Tyson's trainer, helping the young fighter win his first heavyweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Rooney. Kevin, come on out and... Hi, Kevin, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh, good. Welcome to the show. So you have an association with Mike Tyson that goes back a long time, huh? Right back to the beginning? Were you with him then?
Well, 1980 when he first came to the gym, and then I started helping Cuss in 82, train him.
This is Cuss D'Amato?
Cuss D'Amato.
Yeah, his
the
mentor.
Best, the best. The genius.
And you were with Tyson up until what point in his career?
Until Mike Spinks fight.
Which is like a year ago, year and a half ago?
June of 88, June 27th.
So
and then there was like
ago.
a falling out.
Yeah. What happened there, essentially?
You know, it's well documented, this and that. It really comes down with a bunch of crap. So I'm in the process of building a stable of fighters. I got a kid, Tommy Sanders, fighting on ABC on June 24th against Bruce Seldon.
Yeah.
I got Ricky Myers fighting on the 28th on ESPN.
Right.
Tommy's 9-0, 8 knockouts. Ricky's 11-0 with 9 knockouts.
No, wait a minute. Let me get these records down, Kevin.
Then I got Vinny Paz fighting on NBC August 5th, and it's going to be the fight of the year. He's fighting the rubber match with Greg Haugen.
Okay.
And that's going to be a great fight.
Great. Well, good. So things are going well for you.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Now, having been in the Tyson camp for all of those years, could you have predicted what was going to happen in Tokyo against Buster Douglas?
Well, if I was there, I probably wouldn't be able to predict it. You know, if I was there, he wasn't training, and I would have said, well, you know, he's not training. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, you didn't see any danger signs or warnings along the way then before the fight.
Not really, because I was here and they were there.
So, did you see the fights Saturday night?
Yes, I was out. I got invited out to Vegas. I did a little work on Sports News Network. It's a new cable. We killed CNN, ESPN. We had Jesse Jackson, Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard, all after the fight, before the fight, all good stuff, and we killed them.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the George Foreman thing. I like George. Don't you like George?
I like George.
Yeah. Well, how did he look to you?
Well, George looks impressive. He stays very calm. He's very calm.
Powerful puncher, isn't he?
He's always been a hard puncher, but he's very calm. That's the key.
Yeah.
That, and he's 41 years old. So now we can say to the AMA and all the doctors and all the people that say fighters shouldn't fight past the age of 30. Here's George, 41, knocking guys out. He'll get a shot. He'll get a shot probably at Mike. Who knows what they're going to do? They may strip Douglas from the WBC title and have Mike Tyson and George Foreman fight for the vacant WBC title.
Okay,
that's the
but the fight,
boxing.
but the fight that people care about now obviously would be Foreman and Tyson. So, if it were to happen tomorrow, well, it'd be odd to have it really on a Wednesday, I guess. But say, I don't know. Say, you know, if it was going to happen soon.
If it happened tomorrow, I'd give George Foreman the edge because he loves to eat. He's well documented. Mike, he likes to take time off from the fight, so I would have to say that George would be more prepared if it was tomorrow.
Forget the preparation. Skills in the ring, one-on-one. Who would win that contest?
Well, I tell you, Mike has more skills and he's quicker. I can't say he punches harder, but he's much quicker. But Mike is not doing the things that Cuss taught him. He's not doing those things anymore.
Yeah.
So George Foreman's got a good puncher's chance because he stays very calm and
So you would go tomorrow, you would go with Foreman. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Tyson fight. Who did he fight? I don't even know who he fought.
He fought Henry Tillman. The
Oh,
guy
yeah,
that beat
that's
him
right.
out
Henry
for the Olympic,
Tillman,
for the
of
Olympic
course.
spot where Mike lost 2 controversial decisions. I was with Mike then. He definitely won both. It was a political thing with the ABF against Cuss. They told Cuss, Mike's got to knock everybody out or he's not going to make the team.
Yeah.
He didn't knock that guy out, he didn't make the team.
Now, when you saw the fight Saturday night, what did you think of that? I just thought it was like, we know he needs a tune-up to get back into shape, and so I just thought it was silly.
It was silly.
Yeah.
Mike should have fought someone much better with more.
Was Tillman a legitimate test or not? He wasn't, was he? I mean, he just ran after him.
At one point he was, but no, Henry, Henry was in there for a payday. Is really what it comes down to. I mean, he tried. Mike hits too hard. Mike hit him and took him out. But they played a sham on the public as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I did. I felt, geez, oddly used.
Well, I don't know.
Could Tyson live up to the expectation, and maybe he is already, that he is like the greatest heavyweight ever?
Well, he was on that road until we split, and then when we split. When we split, he's starting to slip because you can't train yourself, and that's basically what he's been doing. Now they brought in Richard Giacchetti, who is better than Aaron Snowell.
He used to
and
be
Jay
with
Brown.
Larry Holmes.
He used to be with Larry Holmes, so he's a little bit better.
At what point in your association with Mike did the two of you start talking alike? You know, there's a similarity.
I
You
know,
say,
I know that. Well,
yeah.
we were together, we lived together.
All
It
right,
was
so
fun.
now you got all of these fights coming up.
That's right. I'm a very busy man. I just came back from Vegas. I'm tired. But
You're a guy on the go.
Getting on your show.
You're a guy on the go. Say that. I'm a guy on the go.
I'm a guy on the go.
There you go. I hope you can come back and see us again, Kevin. Nice to meet you. Kevin Rooney. Yeah, we'll be right back here. Back and we'll talk about other things.
Love to.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you. Tomorrow on the program, folks, Kyle MacLachlan, Everything But the Girl, and former L.A. Lakers coach Pat Riley. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.